Fuck Backlash in the ass. Oh, by the way, this is Real Honesty with Jonn Ritland and
the pissed off Durbinator.
One beautiful redhead in the front row, with glasses, and the tattoos. Whatever guy or girl landed her, good job. She is an absolute keeper. This pay-per-view was worse than last year's, and that's saying something because Jinder fucking Mahal won. Pre-show, you had the Iconics and Rosenberg, a Caucasian Jewish man sandwiched between two Australian women. News at 11. Ambrose was apparently rough on Renee because Renee had red marks all over her chest. Man, his mastering skills are off.
But then we finally get to the kickoff match, which was...
Let's talk about Sasha and Bayley first, though.
Yeah.
One, just kiss already. Two, they act like, oh, you should be helping me, you should be supporting me. Sasha, you slammed her head into a fucking locker. And then you guys went nowhere, and you've been doing this. They botched all this shit with WWE's main roster creative, which, by the way, Kevin Dunn should die. I'm just going to say that right now.
Breathe.
Okay. Kevin Dunn shouldn't die. He should
Our
go
unforgiving
away.
rage can wait.
Yes. What? Right. Look, Dunn should just go away. Bottom line.
Yeah. We're done with him.
The rant on Bayley. Here's the thing. Bayley, they ruined Bayley. They fucking ruined her. She's not repairable on the main roster. She's done. She's fucking done. They ruined her inside a year. They ruined her. Ruby and Bayley, by the way, should have been a better match than it was. Despite being on the kickoff, these women deserve to be on a different, on the main show. They would have spiced it up a little bit. Bayley was botching. I don't know if they're trying to do that Bayley has no confidence or what. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was almost as if she was moving in slow motion, and it was very disappointing to see.
It was. Maybe it was her ass was slowing her down. She got a nice ass, by the way. She does. So's Ruby. And sorry, I mean, I for one never call out women's looks as first thing ever, never. But this match should have been better than it was. Ruby did win. It was fine. I didn't have an issue with Ruby winning.
Yeah.
But Bayley, they ruined Bayley. They fucking ruined her. Seriously. Only good match of the goddamn night was the first match.
Yes.
Miz versus Rollins. Holy shit, that was a loud burn it down.
They put on a great show. There are no questions about that.
Great fucking match. Great. There was no doubt Rollins was going to retain. But boy, they created a lot of drama.
And then the rest of the night was like, I don't know, TV quality matches on Impact.
Not even. And Fox Sports Net Impact in 04 and 05 when they had 1 hour TV. And they had 500 fans in the Impact Zone. So they upgraded from what they had in Canada. Sorry, Canadians. You seem like nice people, but I'm sorry you have Impact. What a frog splash by Rollins.
Yeah.
Great DDT spot, the knee spot in the ring post. That was great stuff. Spam finisher city, of course, because 2 skull-crushing finales did not lead to a finale. And then Miz lost, but it was still a great match.
Yeah.
It was. Great.
It was not unexpected, but...
I expected it to be good. I didn't expect it to be as great as it was. Because they created some good drama there. Then, things got stupid.
Oh boy, did they ever.
Alexa and Nia should have been a 3-minute squash.
It was not. It drug on for far too long.
Nia should have been booked like a monster. Alexa, look, I love Alexa. I'm not saying that Alexa should have been beating her in 3 minutes would have not hurt Alexa's character.
No.
Because she was bullying Nia and all this stuff. And the Moment of Bliss segment should continue. They probably won't. But this is not good. It was trash. And Nia won. Great. I mean,
and then she had that weird speech. I apologize for nothing. I apologize too, because I am exhausted.
You've been doing a lot of shit getting stuff right. The next pay-per-view review we do, by the way, folks, will be at his new place.
Yeah.
So in a couple weeks, actually, we probably will be doing reviews at your place.
Yep.
But anyway, yeah, that interview with Nia did her no favors. The crowd turned on Nia really, really quickly. It was not good.
No.
And then Randy versus Jeff. Sweet Jesus.
Yes.
Not... God damn it, Chris. He gets that with me. He gets me with that every time. Gets that with me. I can English good. It wasn't really good. It just wasn't. Jeff won. Jeff barely cleared the swanton. They got to come up with a better finisher.
Again, it felt like a TV match.
It did, and not a very good TV match.
No.
Shelton should have interfered. Or afterwards and attacked both guys or something.
I don't think there was any interference all night.
Except from the Riot Squad, sort of. I mean, they sort of distracted Bayley, but that was on the kickoff.
Yeah. On the actual pay-per-view itself,
Yeah,
there were no interferences.
it wasn't. You missed a segment because you were indisposed at the time. You were taking care of things.
I
Elias...
was not indisposed. I was disposing of something else.
This is true. I was trying to be subtle about it, but all right.
When have you ever been subtle?
It's good. I was trying to be respectful of you. How about that? Okay.
I was taking a dump.
Yes, he was. Which, by the way, was better than half the show, I'm sure. That's what Creative did, is take a dump on us. Elias, who wants to dock with Elias? By the way, you had me Google what dock means in the Urban Dictionary. It's still
because he used that and I couldn't help but to laugh at him.
It's also not the worst thing I've Googled, by the way.
I know.
Yes. New Day comes out, Big E in a drum set, and thankfully pants. Thankfully he wore pants for this. They're talking and everything, and then Rusev Day comes out. Aiden super over. Aiden Skrull or Marty English, make up your mind. And Rusev, of course, super over. And then No Way Jose and his conga line that include Titus Worldwide. Dana was also there, trying her best and failing. And the Fashion Popo. And okay, so Elias couldn't get his.
This is the intermission.
Yeah, it was entertaining. It could have been on Raw and nobody would have missed it, but whatever. And then we have Bryan versus Cass, and oh boy, we want Enzo Chance. I hope you lose all your.
Cass no.
There you go,
Big Cass versus Cassius Ohno. That'd be interesting.
Would be, especially since I think Cass would have the bigger moves. That's saying something. One, the we want Enzo Chance. No, you don't cheer for an alleged sexual assault guy, but also a guy that's just pure trash that hated the business. I know that they were probably, as you point out, doing that to fuck with Cass. There could have been other ways to do it. I hope the Nets never win a championship.
But not everybody's a Smarky Smark.
This is
part of the Funkasaurus bunch.
This is true. It is Jersey, though. I mean, what credit do they get? Sorry!
Hi, Ashley!
By the way, and no, I mean, not her. Not her. It's just like anybody that was at the show that was chanting, "We want Enzo." Sorry, you all don't deserve really to ever go to a show again. I mean, you guys will. I mean, there are worse things people have chanted. But anyway, it was not a good match. It just wasn't. Cass tapped clean and then beat up Bryan afterwards. And this feud's going to continue. No, please. Just don't. And no interference.
He sustained injuries. Daniel Bryan did.
Yes.
And ruined the only thing that we were looking forward to after the pay-per-view.
Which was Miz and Daniel Bryan on Talking Smack-ish. I don't even know if they're calling it that anymore.
Smack talking.
Skywalk. Oh God, moonwalking. Speaking of which, Carmella and Charlotte are up next.
It was awful.
This was.
It was pure and utter awful.
Carmella, you were.
Think of the worst thing that you've ever seen in your life. Now think of that times 10, but Jinder Mahal was also champion. That's how bad this was.
It wasn't as bad as Sable as champion.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, because Carmella tried to take bumps. She wasn't very good at it. Sorry. Yelling a lot. I'm sorry. I'm angry.
I've been taking down soundproofing. Well, the soundproofing's been taking down itself, but still.
Yes, true. This was pure and utter trash. I mean, Charlotte carried that slug. That absolute slug. And sorry, I'm sure Carmella is a lovely person, but she's not good at the wrestling. She's terrible. She's fucking terrible. She's fucking awful. Her dad probably jobbed better than Carmella could ever wrestle. Sorry. Lovely person, I'm sure. I mean, if you like over-tanned, stick mannequins that, sound like a bunch of screeching...
God, that reminds me of Corey Graves' comment about Big
Cass. Well, if tanning was... What do you say? If tanning was something?
Tanning was
If you could win by tanning, then the Cass would be world champion or something like that. Something like that. But seriously, Carmella, absolute garbage. Charlotte lost clean, by the way. Tweaked her knee on the moonsault and lost clean. One, if it had been interference from the Iconics, it would have made more sense.
Yeah.
A lot more sense. This was bad. This was
trash.
Explosive. The worst women's match of the year so far. This is on the list.
This is like 73 tacos stuffed with habaneros and jalapenos, leading to the most volatile of explosive diarrhea. Awful.
Yes. Then Nakamura and Styles. Why wasn't this in the main event? Well, we find out because I had a trash finish. There was a chair spot where literally Styles gets his cheek cut open bad on that spot. And then Styles throws a chair at Nakamura, at his knee.
Well, Nakamura threw it at his knee, it rebounded and hit
that's a good point.
AJ in the face.
You mean Styles threw it at Nakamura, it rebounded and hit Styles?
Yes.
Okay. Because you said Nakamura threw it at Styles.
Sorry, I'm a little exhausted.
It's okay. It's okay.
I've been awake since my watch was working.
You've been awake for a while.
Yeah, probably a good 16 hours or so.
Yeah, kind of sounds about right. They did nut shots, and they did a double nut shot with kicks to have a double count out.
It's a double nut out.
Yes.
They literally bust a nut.
It was in a... That's good, by the way. It was in a no DQ match. Why were there countouts? Why? Oh, this is going to lead to a last man standing match. And look, I mean, I'm not knocking the person I was talking to. Farron's 53. You're an awesome guy. I get your whole point. And certainly the ideas you came up with are great. But I'm sorry, this was a trash finish. Absolute trash. It just was. It's just a fucking abortion. If it leads to a last man standing match and Nakamura wins, great. If it hadn't been for the Greatest Royal Rumble, I wouldn't have hated this finish as much. But that have non-finish. This has a non-finish. It's like they're going back to the Attitude Era with all the non-finishes. Lashley versus Braun versus Owens and Zayn. It was okay. Zayn and Owens implode. Lashley and Braun win.
Yep.
I don't know why I delayed vertical suplex as a finisher. And I love Lashley.
It was the implosion of the Yeppa powers.
Are they breaking up Zayn and Owens? Is one of them leaving? Oh, by the way, for WWE saying that Zayn's reason for not being in the Saudi Arabia show was because of a medical condition, I hope that oil money was worth it. Vince, I really wish you...
You know that in plot that they have to get that excuse, but they've already acknowledged why.
Yeah, I know. They didn't need to say it. They didn't need to even bother, because we know the reason. It's fucking ridiculous.
But there are people who watch the show who don't follow some of the stuff that goes on in the back scenes. We do. Most people don't.
That's true. I mean, I already ranted. By the way, watch my Saudi Arabia show, by the way. Well, unless you're from Saudi Arabia, then you might not appreciate it.
Or you might. Who knows?
Or you might. I mean, I have nothing against the people, the good people of Saudi Arabia. The bad people, you know, you can all fuck off for all I care. Roman versus Samoa Joe. It started up hot before the bell. Joe.
Hold on, can you see that real quick?
What?
Did you shorten Joe to So?
No, Joe.
That's an S.
I wrote Joe and goofed up. My handwriting sucks. It was Joe. So would actually be funny.
It started off strong and then never ended.
Yeah, well, and here's the thing.
Some say it still goes on to this day.
Yes, to this day. If he threw Joe through the announcer's table, that's what I think of this fucking pay-per-view, by the way.
Why you got a litter in my room?
I'm gonna pick it back up.
God damn it, Joe. I'm fucking done with this.
He threw him through the announcer's table. Great, and then the match starts, and then, yeah, like, is it rest hold. 2004, Randy Orton was thrilled by this match. You had your chance to have Samoa Joe win. You had your chance. And guess what? You blew it. I didn't know if you were going to say something.
I was going to finish that off.
Go ahead and be more impactful.
You blew it.
Great Lashley impression, by the way.
Speak softly and carry a big shtick.
Or a big headband, as he does.
Yeah.
It just... Reigns wins. I don't care.
Reigns wins, lol.
Pretty much. I'm sorry. I don't... F.
It's an F.
It's an F.
It's a no from me.
That opening match was tremendous. I feel bad for Miz and Rollins because they were on that show, but you know what? This was actually... This was one of the worst pay-per-views. This is almost as bad as WCW 2000. This is as bad as WCW 2000 said Mark Madden, the fat, worthless fuck that he is, wasn't on commentary, and Vince Russo, I hope Cornette finds you one of these days, or somebody does, was booking again. Seriously. Like, you were just saying, I swear Vince Russo was booking this again. I think you actually might be right. This was crap. And I didn't expect this show to be that good. I expected a C grade. I'm sorry, F. It gets an F, and I'll fight all of you if you disagree. I won't fight all of you guys, because you guys are allowed to your opinions. Except Roman fans, you're wrong. Everybody's entitled to your opinion, but Roman Reigns is not the best wrestler. You're wrong.
And hey, if you liked Backlash for some reason,
leave a comment anyway.
Yeah.
Leave a comment.
If you agree with us, hit the like button. If you disagree with us, hit the dislike button.
Or hit the subscribe button, too.
Do that anyway. I don't
By the way,
really
check out his NXT reviews. Check out my New Japan reviews. Got a whole bunch of stuff. By the way, thank God for New Japan, because at least I can watch wrestling. Vince, I can't wait for you to go. Either go away or go in the goddamn grave. I don't care at this point. You don't care anymore. You stupid, stupid old man.
I like how you're sounding more like Vince McMahon as you get angry.
I kind of was, wasn't I?
Yeah, it's kind of entertaining.
It's kind of was.
But anyway, this has been Real Honesty.
With line...
Jonn Ritland.
Oh, right, me. And...
Name, insert.
Gross. And That is.
The Turbinator.
We will be back tomorrow with a Raw review. By the way, I will not be here for SmackDown. He will be doing the review solo. See you soon.
No pressure.
Pushing down on me.